When you think of the seven wonders of the world, what comes to mind? Ancient tombs, towering monuments, and feats of human genius, right? But today, we're not just going to talk about what everyone already knows. We're going to dive into some really fascinating facts about these wonders that will completely change the way you look at them. Starting with today's seventh world wonder, the Great Wall of China. But here's a twist. It's often thought of as one continuous wall, but it's actually a collection of walls, built by different dynasties over 2,000 years. Some sections were even constructed using mud, not stone. The cool part? The wall wasn't just a defensive barrier, it was a communication tool. Messages were sent via smoke signals, drums, and even flames. And it also helped regulate trade along the Silk Road, acting as a checkpoint for merchants. For today's sixth world wonder, we're heading to Petra, the ancient city carved into the heart of Jordan. Sure, you've probably heard of the treasury, every traveler's dream photo op. But did you know that Petra was built as a water management system before it was even a city? The Nabateans, who lived here, were masters of hydrology, developing an intricate system of cisterns and aqueducts that allowed them to survive in this arid desert. In fact, some experts argue that Petra's water system was far more advanced than anything Europe had during the same period. They had the secret to thriving in one of the driest places on Earth. Let's fly down to Brazil for the fifth world wonder, where the colossal Christ the Redeemer statue stands tall over Rio de Janeiro. But here's something you might not know. The design for Christ was inspired by the figure of Christ the King. But did you know the idea for the statue came from a Brazilian Catholic priest? It wasn't a government or an artist at first. It was a priest who wanted a symbol of faith to overlook the city. And the statue was built in a way that took 3 different types of stone to make it resilient to Rio's tropical weather. Not to mention, the entire structure was made without the use of modern cranes or machinery. Next, we're traveling to the high Andes Mountains in Peru to check out the fourth world wonder, to visit Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas. But did you know that Machu Picchu wasn't lost when it was rediscovered by Hiram Bingham in 1911? In fact, local farmers had known about it for centuries. What's really mind-blowing is that the site was intentionally designed to be hidden. Its exact location was chosen to blend in with the natural environment, and its layout was so well planned that the buildings don't just resist earthquakes, they move with them. On to number 3, Chichen Itza, Mexico, home to the spectacular Pyramid of Kukulkan. We all know that the pyramid is a testament to Mayan engineering, but did you know that Chichen Itza was abandoned long before the Spanish arrived? In fact, the Maya had already migrated out of the city long before 1500 AD. What's also fascinating is that the elaborate Mayan calendar system was built right into the structure. The pyramid's 91 steps on each side add up to 365 steps, one for every day of the year. But here's the real kicker. It wasn't just used for astronomy. It was also a center for Mayan politics and ritual sacrifice. Now let's head to world wonder number 2 in Rome, where we find the mighty Colosseum. We all know about the gladiators and the ancient games, but here's something different. The Colosseum was also used for mock naval battles. That's right, they flooded the arena. Roman engineers were so advanced that they designed a system to flood the Colosseum with water, creating a mini sea battle where ships would actually fight. Also, the Colosseum's name doesn't come from its size. It's derived from a giant statue of Nero, which stood right next to the arena. In fact, the Colosseum was originally called the Flavian Amphitheater. And finally, we reach the first world wonder in India, home of the Taj Mahal, the epitome of love and devotion. But did you know that the Taj Mahal was originally designed with a black marble twin on the opposite side of the river. Shah Jahan, the emperor who commissioned it, envisioned a matching black marble mausoleum for himself. But after his wife died, he became obsessed with this vision of eternal love. Unfortunately, Shah Jahan was eventually imprisoned by his son in a palace across the river, Agra Fort, where he spent the rest of his life gazing at the Taj Mahal from a distance. The only view he had of the love story he had built for his wife. Far beyond the tourist brochures, these wonders are filled with fascinating history. What surprised you the most? If you enjoyed our video about the 7 world wonders, please tune in to more amazing episodes of WonderWhy.